Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here, and today we're taking a look at probably one of the more anticipated and desired figures to come out in the Earthrise line. This time around we have the Quintesson Judge. This has been a fan favorite character ever since he graced the screen in Transformers the movie, helping to dish out the strange bit of justice that they have on the planet Quintesson. Basically, all he did was declare everybody innocent, and the poor victim would be dumped into a tank full of Sharkticons. While there have been unofficial versions of this toy release, this is the first one released by Hasbro in the mass market. Let's put it like that. I know there are some out there. There have been at least one or two versions of this toy out there, but they were more exclusives or third-party toys. This one is likely the very first one made by Hasbro and released to the general public. At any rate, it does have a fair amount of accessories, and surprisingly enough, it does transform as well. We'll take a look at a few of the accessories here, starting with his chair. He does come with a light green colored chair, and it has a couple of posts on it. The chair does collapse and fold flat, but the posts are also set up that it does allow the Quintesson Judge to connect to it, so he can basically be seated to dish out his sentences. Underneath the chair we have storage for his gun. He does come with a very, very tiny gun. And the pole on the gun can be connected to any of the posts that are sticking out on the tentacles. So he has 5 different places where he can hold the gun. It is a bit of a chore to get the gun mounted, since you really don't have a whole lot to work with. There we go. This is probably what happens when he finds you guilty. He just pulls out his own gun and shoots you. Alright, there are other accessories on him. Like also, the lower portion can be removed. And of course, the top of his head is also removable. And it separates. And we also have this jail, which does open up. And it's big enough to contain a Battle Master. We've got rung here, so you can easily see that he can be easily captured and locked away. Just wanted to make sure we got that out of the way so everybody could see what the Quintesson Judge comes with in pieces. Now, of course, there is a couple of other pieces, because the toy does require assembly. These 2 faces back here will not be attached if you buy the toy brand new off the peg. You will have to attach these heads yourself. I would detach them to show you, but I was quite a while getting them on. The slots to attach them with are very thin and small, so he is a challenge to connect. Now, articulation-wise, all the tentacles can be raised and lowered. They're all in special grooves. And, of course, for a big feature, we also have this lever on the side, which will allow the heads to be rotated. Let's see, we gotta hold him real good. Well, there went the chair, folks. Let's try this again, shall we? Get the back tentacles down. Maybe we can get it to work. There we go. And if you do it rather slowly, he'll rotate one head. But if you do it real quick, you can get it to spin. And then, of course, a few of these guys, they do have a jaw that will move. This head has one. This one does, just a little bit. This one does. And these two, this head and that one, they do not. So, that's what you get with him, folks. Now, as I stated earlier, the Quintesson Judge can be transformed. So to do that, we're going to get him going by first, we remove the headpiece and the jail. We'll go ahead and separate them because they will need to be detached. And you will have to remove the lower portion, so we'll go ahead and get that out of our way. Then you're going to take each of the heads. Each head will pop free and folds up, just like that. So you will do that to all 5 of the heads. Bring all 5 of them straight up. Just exactly like that. And then they will want you to bring down all of the panels. Now, the one behind the main head, this one, as you will see, it has ramp connections. So you want to keep that in mind. Everybody else's ramps have a little post here on the back that should line up with a hole in the base of the toy to help secure them down. But of course, the one that has the ramps, it has 2, so it should be lined up with this spot on the body so that they connect and help hold it steadied. So you may have to adjust the body a little bit to get that to happen. Let's fold all these down. There are 2 hinges, one at the base of the body and one at the base of the ramps, so it will require you to use both of them to get them all properly lined up. And there we go. Once everybody's done, they want you to raise up all the tentacles. So lift up all the tentacles at their base, as high up as they'll go, just like that. Then, of course, by now you'd have to remove the lower portion because it can stand freely now. To take the clear portion, you'll turn it upside down. You'll probably can't tell this. There are a couple of holes in there, and they will line up with the 2 posts in the dome. So you would snap them in and basically rest it in here among some of their chins. So you may have to adjust some of their mouths so it will rest in there reasonably well. Kind of like that. Now, you will take the chair. Make sure the gun's not attached underneath. You'll fold out the sides of the chair and then lay it all flat, like so. The wide piece here at the seat should then be connected to the ramp portion coming out of the toy. Just like that. And then you can be free to turn the cage upside down so the holes are on the bottom. We'll complete the effect. We're going to pop the cage open real fast before we do. And we're going to put Rung back in jail again. This will help complete the effect. And then we just line it up here. No, actually, they don't want you to use one of the posts. They just want you to let it sit loose. Set it loose there, and then that way it can defend itself by attaching the gun into one of the holes of the roof. And there you have it. The Quintesson Judge's alternate mode is a detention area with a sentry tower with tentacles. For those of you anime fans out there, take that as you may. This is again one of them that's meant to be set up as with part of the various city formers that we're getting in this wave, and hopefully it'll look better when we can connect them all together. Right now I don't have everybody, so we're kind of waiting to see how that'll turn out when I get them all. But at any rate, this is the alternate mode for it. Take it as you may. Now, of course, we get down to my thoughts. What do I think of the Quintesson Judge? Out of a lot of the toys that they've been putting out recently, this is definitely one of them that I had wanted when I saw it announced. After I got it, well, I'll say some of the thrill did go away, but not all of it. I do like the fact that it is an official toy from Hasbro, and it is a figure that those of us who grew up in the 1980s when this character first appeared would have loved to have had this character in and amongst our adventures. So, kid me really loves having it around. Adult me, well, he's getting used to it. The Quintesson mode here, this is definitely the best mode that it has going for it. It looks pretty well like the character, and while it's not perfect, I will not complain about how it's set up too much. It is still a great toy, and a rather good-looking figure. The alternate mode, I'm still wrapping my head around that. I probably won't be able to really give a full say-so on it until I'm able to build a full Transformer city with all these guys that they're putting out. And since I don't have everybody yet, we're going to have to wait and see how that'll turn out. But definitely, if you grew up in the 1980s and you saw this character, I'm sure you too will want this in your collection, even for the nostalgia value. And that concludes my review of the Quintesson Judge. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you like this video, drop me a thumbs up here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below and join our ranks. Also, ring the bell so you'll get notified when I post more videos like this. Also, I ask you to share this video with your friends and fellow collectors. That's what helps this channel grow. And also, share your thoughts about the Judge in the comments down below. This is Sparkster1701, and I'm wondering, what kind of verdict would this Judge give me? Innocent. Tally-ho!